Greetings, everybody. It has been a very long time since we have last done one of these videos, about 2.5 months, actually. Our longest respite since we started this trek, and I thought I would spend a few minutes this afternoon on a hot summer Saturday and just catch up on a few things. And I hope everybody is doing well. Certainly major thanks to all of you who have sent notes in for my health, for my back. I'll give you an update on that in a little bit. And also for those positive responses to making the Pivot Point advisor briefing links available to everybody. It's something that we certainly do free of charge. It is not something where we're necessarily soliciting business. It is meant for people to understand certainly what we're doing, and if it helps you in your own investing and own trading, then great. That's a wonderful benefit. So again, hopefully win-win all around. That is certainly something that is one of my responsibilities at Pivot Point. As Chief Investment Officer, I have really a responsibility not only to transact the trades themselves, but to really continue our theme, as we've done here on the trading front, of transparency in terms of making everybody understand what we're doing, not only what the market's doing, but actually what we're doing in terms of trading. As I've said before, keep in mind, if you are following that is meant for longer term cycles. It is not day trading or even 1 or 2 day swing trading. It is meant really to position for larger moves, and as such, you won't see the trade frequency that you'll see on a trading basis, but the methods and the processes are exactly the same in terms of trading cycles and using multiple cycles. And I thought this week's was particularly interesting given the massacre on Tuesday and how we reacted to that while we were positioning for another thrust to the upside. Obviously that did not materialize, and when the premise for the positioning was no longer valid, as we teach in the trading education, it was time to bail, and doing so saved us about 2% in terms of being on the sidelines before Friday morning's carnage. And we'll just keep an eye on what happens as we approach the 200-day moving average once this budget battle is resolved. Hopefully we'll see how traders respond to that. So anyway, that continues to be done on a weekly basis, on weekends. It's often posted on Saturday, sometimes not posted till Sunday night or Monday. So again, I appreciate the feedback from that. Any comments or questions, just drop me an email. Again, 2.5 months, a lot has certainly happened. We completed another jelly training class, number 8, I believe it was. We are tentatively scheduled to do another one in September. If demand exists, as hopefully you know by now, I don't mass market or mass advertise it. It's available. People want it. And so long as the feedback continues to be positive, which it has been, we'll continue doing those. So a 4-week-long effort starting in September. Aside from that, I guess a few personal updates. My back, obviously, was the topic of a major post a few weeks ago, and I'll just refer you to that in terms of one of the large lessons I learned in terms of massages not necessarily being a good thing, and got me into a situation where I went from feeling very, very good to having some of the worst problems I've ever had with my back. And as a result of my newfound education in terms of what should and should not be done with respect to back massages and that sort of thing, it is certainly taken a while, but my back is not quite 100%, but I'd give it a 95 right now. So something we're watching very carefully, alleviating some pinched nerves and all of that. So that is all good right now. It was very, very difficult to stay focused on the trading front and on any business front or any personal front for a while, but we have gotten past that. Interesting news on the family front. My older daughter, Courtney, who had left the Northeast for greener pastures, shall we say, in California, and ready to start her career after graduating from college, a couple of months ago came down with mononucleosis, and we rushed her back here, and so she has been spending the summer on the Cape recuperating, and we'll be heading back there mid-August. She's doing very well now, but that was also touch and go. She had a very, very bad case of mono enlarged spleen and some things that we had to manage very carefully here. So as often happens in life, you plan, you make plans, and then life intercedes, and it's often how we react to those interruptions that really let us know if we're going to test of time. So again, just a quick update on the personal and family front. Everything going very, very well. In terms of trading, I know it's been a long time since I've gotten another Trading After Dark episode up. Again, just been very busy with other obligations, responsibilities. I'm certainly going to try to get an episode number 5 up shortly. The idea is to go for higher stakes and maybe a couple of different snippets in terms of trade setups and how they've been traded, and going to focus on that in the coming days. Try to get one up fairly soon. I also, though, wanted to make everybody aware of a business venture that I'm going to make available to somebody. It's been very interesting as the Jelly effort unfolded, which obviously was centered on trader education and self-sufficiency, that there was really never an intention to, start a prop shop or provide capital necessarily. It just wasn't part of the business plan. The idea was to teach traders or give traders the tools and the processes by which they could keep 100% of their profits by trading their own capital. And certainly for those that can acquire the skill, that is still the best, the most optimal way to go about this business, because again, the 100% of the profits are yours so long as you can get the capital. Having said that, I recognize that there are instances where it's difficult to get that capital, and even though one has acquired the skills. So I'm going to make available an opportunity for somebody to work with me on basically trading my capital, and we'll work it out in terms of a partnership. It'll be like a very mini prop firm of 2 of us. And I'm kind of announcing that here in making this available on a broad scale, knowing that all the Jelly traders or most of them are probably going to view this, and also let everybody else know that it's really time to provide somebody with an opportunity to gain some capital, so long as that skill has been acquired. My guess is that the individual I end up working with will likely be a Jelly, because they've been through the intensive trading, and many of them are doing very well. But it might not. I don't know. I am going to go through an interview process, and the selfish motive, if you will, at this end, if there is one, is there is only so much I can do as one person. There's only so many hours in a day. My responsibilities are such that it's very difficult for me to be focused on the market all the time at the right opportunities if I'm involved with Pivot Point, or if I'm involved with something else. So a little bit of again, win-win in terms of our general philosophy as far as what we try to do when we do these sorts of things. And so I will just leave that out there. If you are interested in pursuing that, please contact me at don@donmillereducation.com. This is a very serious endeavor. There's no joke intended. I will not certainly tolerate junk responses. My guess, though, is it'll likely be somebody who's been through the Jelly program, or will go through the Jelly program in the near future, because the methods and the processes will be exactly as we teach, exactly those which have been proven successful in the marketplace, and have been time tested over and over and over again. So have a little bit of fun with that. I know that when we first launched the Jelly effort, there was a question in terms of whether we would do that, a la the turtles. But again, it was never intended to be done with that purpose, for the reasons I mentioned. I believe wholeheartedly in 100% self-sufficiency, so that you can retain the goods of the skill that you have acquired. And that remains as such. So they're going to continue to be very different efforts. But again, just an announcement, and if you're interested, let me know. Look forward to that. My guess is it would get geared up for early fall, maybe sooner if things work out. So anyway, that's a little bit of that. I hope everybody is doing well. I want to let you know that I'm still alive and well. I've cut the hair. I tried the long hair experiment at the age of 50. Didn't work. I gave it almost 8 months. But when something works, stick with it. Okay. If we learn nothing else in this business, that is one golden rule. So that's what I have for Summer Saturday. I hope you're doing well. We'll get another Trading After Dark episode up soon, and get back to trading posts in the near future. So with that, have a great weekend. Thank you.